If you are looking for the greatest podcast in the world, well, this ain't it, but you've come to the right one if you're looking for pop culture headlines where we talk about The Simpsons. That's this week. We ask ourselves in the idiot the question, what shows or movies would you want to see more of? And then our main event tonight, we talk about if you got murdered, who would you want to avenge your death? And why is the correct answer the Wraith? All of those questions will be answered this week on Convincing Idiots. And there's only one way to find out any of that, by starting the show. Let's do it.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Test.
What do you call it again?
Convincing Idiots.
Convincing Idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got the whole poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Awesome.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
And welcome to the podcast, welcome to the vodcast, welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, the Zennial.
I'm Brian Gen X.
And the silence you hear is still Nicholas. Nicholas is, Nicholas, right, this week.
Mhm.
Still on sabbatical. Last time I heard, he was naked in the woods with a pack of dogs.
Mhm.
I don't know if he was with them or trying to eat them. I'm not real sure. But we might find out at the end of the summer when he comes back.
Yeah, it was over in Wyoming, I think, at the moment.
I believe so. Yeah, Wyoming. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just
crazy.
got us knuckleheads.
That's it. So once again, we took a break last week, Dean. It's nice to be back with you.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll remind
Always.
everybody, yeah, of course, where we are or who we are, what we're doing, all that good stuff here. So we're a podcast of friends from different generations talking all things nerd and pop culture.
Mhm.
Join us each and every week wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on all major podcast platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Overcast, Pocket Cast. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Just find the Convincing Idiots podcast. Give us a free follow or subscribe.
That shit
Rate,
don't cost
review.
anything.
No, it sure doesn't. It should.
It
But it
should, but
doesn't.
no. Free
That's right.
$99. That's good. That's a good price.
That's right. Give us a rate review on Apple or Spotify is appreciated. Helps us find the show. You might be watching us on our YouTube channel at Convincing Idiots or our YouTube music channel where you could listen or watch us there. All show information can be found in two main places. Our Linktree page is simply Google Linktree Convincing Idiots. Simply a page with links to our social media, merch store, etc., etc. And if you go to one place, go to our website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. All show information's there. Promos, bios, ways to sponsor the show if you're
If
inclined.
you just want to look at pictures of us fine-looking gentlemen, just
Right.
go to the website.
Absolutely. They're free there, but for the different ones, that there is a slight fee for the the racier ones and that sort of thing.
Private message us. We'll see what we can do.
That's right. Just hashtag Nick's feet.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. All links are there. Ways to sponsor the show, TeePublic store, all that good stuff is there. And if you do anything at all, tell a friend, help a friend find us out there on podcast platforms, and we appreciate your support.
And don't worry about telling your mom because she knows. Trust me.
That's right. Yeah, she knows exactly where to find us.
That's right.
That's right. All right, so how are you, Dean? We took last week off for the July 4th holiday.
Yeah.
So what's new? How you been, sir?
I've been good. Not gotten into a lot of anything. Nope, actually we did. We went up to the Indians game for 4th of July. I'm sorry, Guardians. Cleveland
Correct.
Guardians for the 4th of July. That was a good time.
Yep.
Had some pretty good seats. It was muggy. It's just been muggy around here.
Mm-hmm.
On top of it, I got a new. I still have my Spotify and my Pandora, but I'm trying to. I realized with my Amazon Prime account that I get Amazon Prime Music for free.
Aha! Yes, that's right.
So I've been. It's weird trying to get one. You know what I mean? Trying to look at and kind of acclimate yourself to a new platform like that. It's takes some getting used to, but we're getting there.
Good. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Go ahead.
It is. It's very overwhelming. But also the other thing is, this week I have a studio audience, or she could be considered my producer. Nora's right here. Actually, come here if you want to see the. This is what it looks like here.
Very good.
She's over there reading a comic book, so she's gonna. That's
Excellent.
Pop in saying hello.
Very nice.
There we go. So yeah, that's what's happening with us over here.
Awesome.
What about you? How you been?
Man, just as I was telling you off camera, just the house hunting, and it just continues to be very stressful. You know, Ali and I keep looking at houses. We've been looking almost every single day, and then this is round 2 where I had a buyer on my place that fell through. There was like a company that was like they were going to fix a place up and rent it. Some LLC that's out there. I won't name any names or anything. Kept negotiating, wanted more money off the list price because of this, that, and the other. We're trying to work with them, and then they finally came back and they wanted to pay me so much money, cash. I just $20,000. Let's just say that $20,000. You could put that toward the next house. Then we will finance and make payments to you for the difference of the sale. And if we don't make any payments, then you can retake the house. I have no interest in that arrangement whatsoever. It means I would move out of here, right? Someone else moves in here.
Yeah.
If they screw up and I have to retake the house, I have a tenant, and who knows what condition the house is in. I don't want to do any of that. If I wanted
that sounds like a
risk,
giant pain in the ass.
Exactly. If I wanted to take that risk, I would just rent the place out myself at that rate.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we just said, we're walking away from it, and now it's relisted and showing mode again, and you got to leave your house, and people want to see it and this, that. So hopefully we'll get back under contract here soon and resume the search. There are some nice places out there, though. I will say that there are some nice houses out there.
Absolutely.
The prices eased down a little bit. The interest rate did ease back down a little bit today.
It's
bit
creeping. It's creeping. We're getting closer to what it needs to be for us, because we're going to be into the same thing, and we're just waiting for all that shit to come down. Yeah.
It's like 7% now. It's 7.2 the other day, so it is easing a little bit. So we'll kind of see how it goes, but we'll just keep at it.
If you've tuned in for financial talk, you've come to the right spot.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's not the hardest thing I've ever had to go through, but it's definitely from a stress and mental stress level. It is up there for sure. So anyway, the hell with that. So we'll keep working.
Your beard was completely black before this week.
That's right.
Look at you.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yep. Well, over the past couple of weeks, anything like your top 1-2 things that you watched or listened to?
I've been busy. No. Well, I mean, I'm keeping up. If we want to touch on real quick, The Acolyte.
Yes, very good.
Episode 7. Did you caught up on that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We said it last week. I don't get the criticism that these mouth breathers are spewing online. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
The show's great. The characters are cool. Yeah, it seems a little rushed. Like, I wish that there were more either episodes or the episodes were longer.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
like I don't know how they're going to resolve a lot of the stuff they've done with the next episode. With
Is
a
it
30, yeah.
That's
Next
it. Just 8
episode's it.
episodes. Wow.
8 episodes, and
Hmm.
with that, I mean, they got at least 3 different things they got to explain or touch on or resolve. I have to assume that there'll be another season, given they can't do all this in an 8 or one last episode. So, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. Let's just always, like I say, let's stop and enjoy the fact that we have more Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Good fighting, good effects, all that stuff. Like I say, interesting
the
Jedi
bad guy's
characters
good.
and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, just relax. Like we said a couple weeks ago, everybody. All
They
right.
paid nice homage to some of the prequels, the sequels.
Yep.
The original. Like they've really touched base, kind of hidden a lot of little things if you're looking for it in there. So yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, definitely preludes to the modern Star Wars universe for sure. Yeah, they're kind of setting up a couple of things, that take place obviously many years down the road. But all right.
Yeah, I like the idea that they're almost pre-retconning, so to speak, some of the prequel stuff or sequel stuff that people had a problem with. Like the dyad and the Force. Now they're kind of playing with that with the 2 girls. I mean, we'll see, obviously, but yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, me too. Recommended. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. I keep watching through that. I did finish the series Clipped. This is again the series about Donald Sterling, the former owner of the LA Clippers, played by Ed O'Neill in this thing. It's like 6 episodes, something like that. But it was good. Like I said, solid acted. Lawrence Fishburne, as I mentioned before, plays Doc Rivers, the former player and former coach of the Clippers. Just a kind of an interesting, and if you're an NBA fan or kind of do this at all, you would enjoy it. If you really don't understand or know the story at all, like I said before, just to watch the acting in this is definitely intriguing. And just a guy that was Donald Sterling, completely clueless in his own racism and things. He thought he was not a racist, but really he was. And yeah, just his downfall, and they wound up banning him made him sell the team and so forth. And
I remember that.
Yeah. So it's a fun, and I watched the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, that is out. How is that?
Yes. You know what? If if you enjoy the original movies, you will enjoy this. There you go. Are you going to get any? Fucking Oscar or Grant, no, you're not. Okay. But it's not what it's trying to do. It's it's giving you what you want. I want to see Eddie Murphy, nostalgia, Judge Reinhold and the other guy from the original movies, Bronson Pinchot.
Oh, is he back? That's cool.
Yep. I want to see Eddie Murphy.
Axel.
Plays that role again. I want to see Eddie Murphy in the Detroit Lions jacket. I want to hear Bob Seger music and all that stuff. It's all in this.
And isn't that really what we go to the movies for anyways, is to get what we want? I mean, if you're going, whatever specific genre you're looking at, that's what you're there for, is you're going for what you want. If you're going for romantic comedy, some people don't even go to the movies. Some people just call Aaron Blake with Blake Insurance and save money on their insurance. Because Blake Insurance is an Erie insurance agency located right here in Barberton, Ohio. They provide auto, home, renters, and business insurance with honesty, decency, and affordability. Erie Insurance is above all else in service. You want to call 234-571-5359 or visit BlakeInsuranceLLC.com for your free 5-minute quote today. When you do, tell him you called him because you want him.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, so check that out. It's good. And I think that's kind of it. That's kind of the main things. And that's that the Axel F movie will tie into our Ask an Idiot segment coming up after the break, sir. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take a break, come back with a couple of pop culture headlines. Our Ask the
Love it.
That's right. And my shirt here, if you're watching us on video, it's a I'm doing the thumbs up and the fireworks. Yeah,
I loved your shirt so much.
That's right.
I didn't get anything for my chest hair sticking out.
That's right. That's right. I'm wearing a Punisher shirt, and that will tie into our main topic a little bit later on. What is it? You'll just have to listen and find out, or you maybe read the description of the show. You already know what it is. So either way,
that's probably accurate.
Yeah. Either way,
or the intro that played before.
That's right.
There's a couple different ones.
Yeah. There's some clues of what's here already by now. I don't fucking know. We shoot the intro at the end here after we do everything. So anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you're killing the magic.
Yeah, man. That's right. We shoot the intro first. Know exactly what we're going to talk about. Only. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, come back after the break for all kinds of good stuff and stuff you already know about, stuff you don't know about. I don't know.
Just come back.
That's right.
Three.
All right, welcome back to Convincing Idiots segment.
Welcome back.
Yes.
To the place. Well, we probably can't sing that much of it. I think there's rules here.
Well, let's see. The Simpsons, Dean, is on some pop culture headlines here. The Simpsons is known for many things, including predicting the future. They put things on episodes that wind up becoming true at some point. Go ahead, you go say something?
No, I was just agreeing with you. There's actually, if you go into Disney Plus, they have a section to where they break all those down.
Oh, really?
And they show them. It says the future or whatever. So it goes. So it's not only the predicting of the future, but they show a lot when they've done all those future episodes, which is a lot of where those are. But yeah, so you can find those on Disney Plus.
So it's stuff they predicted that came true. That's a section of that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. We were watching a little bit of it. Like it has the Trump coming down the elevator. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's some other obscure ones that people try to shoehorn in, but they get the drift.
Well, this one here it's not exact quite that way, but it was something that was depicted on an episode 30 years ago. Okay. That inspired this to actually come true, and it really did come true. So nearly 30 years ago, Cypress Hill, so the kind of the rap group was on The Simpsons, and they were portrayed on The Simpsons as a joke. And they played themselves on the show, performing with the London Symphony Orchestra. Well, that inspired them. It was something that they wanted to do, and they are actually. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. So, so it's been something that we've talked about for many years since the Simpsons episode first aired. We play a lot of historical venues throughout our career and stuff like that, but nothing as prestigious as this. So they let's see, they've been under so they did that recently. The exact date I don't see it here. This was all the way back in 1996, though. They were showed.
It takes a long time to get there, but
Yeah. Yep. Just thought it was pretty cool. It was a prediction that was inspired by the Simpsons episode to actually happen, and did. Go ahead.
Well, I was walking down the streets in New York, and I said, "Sir," an old man was walking by. He said, "Sir, how do you get to Carnegie Hall?" And he said, "Practice."
That's right. Very, very wise.
Very old joke too. Talking about fucking dating myself, Jesus. I'm in the Catskills telling jokes here.
Yep, there you go. Well, we talked about Dean going to check out the Kevin Costner Horizon movie.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
It's like a 3-hour long movie. We talked about Kevin Costner investing like $38 million of his personal money
Right.
into this project. And so it's like a 3-part trilogy, right? The second episode was supposed to debut August the 16th. Well, due to the poor performance of the original, they are going to pause the release of segment 2 for the time being, and it will be out on video on demand on July 16th, and it's going to be on Max as well, date TBD. So what they want to do is try to keep this out a little bit longer, hope that more people pick it up and watch the first one before they release the other two. I think it debuted like $11 million in the box office. Just not.
Well, who in the hell? Unless you're like, reading the articles and catching clips like that randomly on Facebook. I haven't seen one goddamn preview for it. Where's the marketing for it?
I'm with you. I don't know that I've seen previews for it.
I don't even know what it's about. I just know it's a goddamn cowboy movie by Kevin Costner, which makes me want to go. But my point is, nobody else knows about it. How are you going to get people to see it if you don't know about it?
Right. I think it takes place, if I recall correctly, it takes place during the Civil War period.
That's why the pictures looked. Yeah.
Yeah, and is cowboys or people that were moving out west during that time, and the trials and tribulations, this, that, and the other. A lot of people are saying this is more like a TV series than something that I would expect to go to the movies and see the way it's kind of set up and the way it run. I don't know. So I guess we'll see. I'm with you though. I'm still interested to see it.
Sure.
I don't know if I need to go to the theater for 3 hours and watch it. I don't know.
Yeah,
so we'll have to kind of figure that out. Yeah. I don't know. So I guess we'll see, and hopefully. I like Kevin Costner. I hope it's a hit for him. I hope he at least makes his money back that he invested into it. He seemed to be happy with the production and the way it turned out.
Yeah, it just seems like just a callback to old school cinema.
Right. Exactly. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of old school cinema, Dean, the original movie in this series came out all the way back in 2001 already, and the sequel came out 20 years ago, which is just, it's hard to get my head around it. Shrek was released all the way back. So they've had 4 Shrek movies. Are you a Shrek fan?
Nope.
You watch them?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I think you would like the Shrek movies. I mean,
no. Let me let me take that back. This past year, I was sat down and coerced into watching the first one, and I have no goddamn desire to watch any more of them.
I tell you what, the second one I think was better. The third, I don't remember the third and fourth as much.
It wouldn't take much to get better.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was good.
They could have put an animated donkey shitting in a bucket, and it would have been more entertaining.
Okay, all right. I thought they were good at the time. I thought that they definitely. It was one of. I like the animated movies that understand that there's adults going to see this with their kids, and they put humor in there and references that kids are not going to get, but adults will get.
I was aware of it. It still wasn't. It just didn't do it for me.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. There's probably not a lot of middle ground maybe with those movies. So
you want to do something, go ahead and do whatever you need to do. Make it a special, however you want to do it, and release the version done by Chris Farley, whatever he had done. Then you've done something with your life.
That's right. He started to be he was the original voice of Shrek.
It was like 90-some% done.
Wow.
When he died.
That's right. And then Mike Myers came in and did the Scottish voice that he did. Yeah. Well, like it or not, there's a new Shrek movie in production now. So Shrek 5 will come out July 1st 2026, not next year, 2 years from now. Mike Myers will come back and reprise the role of Shrek. Eddie Murphy will come back as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz, who retired from acting, will come back and reprise her role as Fiona, Shrek's wife. Amongst who else? We don't know. Antonio Banderas may come back and do Puss in Boots. Maybe we'll see how it goes. But I guess they're also going to make a Donkey movie as well with Eddie Murphy. So
because the world's clamoring for it.
I don't know, but you know what? It's nostalgia for a lot of people. I mean, heck, I watched the original Shrek movies with Peyton when she was little, and I told her, man, it'd be nice to go watch the Shrek 5 with her. God, she'll be 25 years old then when it comes. Holy crikey, Yep. But all right, well, so that brings us into our Ask an Idiot segment here. So, Shrek 4. I don't remember when Shrek 4 was, but clearly it was a number of years ago. So, Are there any movie series? And a series, we'll make it very simple. They had at least 2 of them. Okay, so any series that has either ended or they haven't made one in a while that you're interested to see more of, whatever that might be. Doesn't have to be a reboot. I'm not talking about reboots. I'm talking about just they kind of pick up the continuation, or they do something creative with it. Maybe they do reboot it. It could be a reboot. I don't want to make it so you can't say that, but
okay.
So any out there come to mind that you're interested to see another movie or maybe another series that stopped at some point?
Well, the series that comes to mind is they just canceled Quantum Leap. It will not come back for the 3rd season. I mean, they canceled back in April, and I've pouted about it on here before, but that was one that was it as good as the first iteration from the 80s? No. Mm-hmm. Did it have some issues? No, but it had legs. It was finding its footing, and I think they prematurely canceled it. Mm-hmm. That's one. I would love for the. See, I don't know. Like, to me, when I this question, I don't necessarily think of movies right off the bat, because movies, I don't know, they wear out their welcome to me. It's like they're trying to, at a certain point after you get to like 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. Some of them are. It's like putting 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Right.
At least TV series have room to breathe. They could do a little more nuance in storytelling. Mm-hmm. They've done some of the reboots of, not even reboots, but they brought back TV shows recently. Frasier came back, right?
Yep.
I said the other couple weeks ago on the podcast, it was an internet hoax, I guess, when I talked about the Cheers coming back for a thing. I guess I got duped on that one. I guess that's not actually happening.
Oh, the Peacock thing is not happening, huh?
Yeah. That was I think somebody was just playing with the internet, and I got I was the mark.
Okay.
But yeah, that TV series, I'd like to see. Like, I was a fan of like some of the older TV series. If you've gone back and you've watched Alf again, you shouldn't, because there's some things that should be left in the memory. That's one.
By the way, I saw the kid on there passed away. He
passed away, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like 43, something like that, or 46, I think.
Man.
But yeah, that'd be fun to try to reboot that, but as a movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I had heard a rumor years ago that they were in works to rebooting it, but making it R-rated or PG-13.
Okay. It's like, didn't I see that in Ted?
Ted, yeah, pretty much.
That series is supposed to be pretty good, by the way.
But you still have that. Alpha's more of like a joked earlier about a comedian in the Catskills. That was that demeanor and the way he talked. Like he was an old comic. Like that's that was his delivery. And I think that I don't know. I think it could be fun.
Yeah, bring him back like he was. It's a weird way to end that series. Where he was taken by the government, right?
They did a special after that, a couple of years after it.
Okay.
And where he was in the government facility and friends with all the guys that watched over him. And I don't remember how it was a TV special. It was one episode, like 2-hour movie. I don't remember how it ended though.
Well, you can pick it up from there. Like he's out of there, and he's back hiding, or just make it a whole ridiculous '80s feel thing. That'd be nostalgic and weird and dumb, you know. Yeah.
Or you put him in a. Ooh, you know what you could do? Because they keep getting him, or he keeps escaping. So what they do is you know what, Alf? We're gonna just let you live your life. Here's a little town. You could live here, and it's all like a Truman Show thing, but he doesn't realize it.
I like that. There you go. Yep.
So it's them trying to keep the secret. Oh, that's actually a pretty good TV show. Like you can do a series on that.
Yeah, I like that.
Come on. Let's write it, Brian. You and I.
It's good. Sure. Absolutely. Can't be any worse than some of the shit that's out there.
That's true.
You know?
All right. What about you? What do you got?
I had a couple here. Now, one, I know we've talked about this off and on a little bit here, and they have made one a couple years ago, but I want to see more Predator. I want to take the Predator aliens and put them in different time zones. Not time zones. Time. You know.
Well, like they did Prey.
Exactly. With Prey, it went back.
Did you watch Prey?
Yeah, so good.
So good.
Yeah,
that was probably my favorite Predator movie. Even the first one.
But it was up there with the first one. I'll give you that.
It was up there. Okay, sure. I'll give you that. Up there with the first one.
And they did not need to tie it to it. It was not necessary. The Predator aliens it's a whole race of aliens. They've been around for centuries.
Yeah, they come down randomly at time periods and try to hunt one of us. And
yeah, it's a challenge to them.
Yeah.
So put them in different. I want to see Predator in the Old West. I want to see Predator.
Ooh, that's
against King Arthur's Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah,
you know,
Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I said that
you
too.
could go so long with this. I like that a lot. You win on this one.
Put in colonial times. You know, all these things where it just people the alien comes down and people have to use the technology and the weaponry like Prey.
Yeah.
To fight it in whatever they have available.
And you're almost going the opposite of what they do with Alien. Alien, they keep going in the future and in the future and in the future,
right? Which
is fine. But you could go back with the Predator.
Exactly. The visuals of, just you think about it was just, again, just like Prey, fighting the Native Americans, right?
Yeah.
It just fighting people in their own time. I think it's awesome, you know?
Could you imagine the bragging rights of that franchise? Our monster fought George Washington and goddamn Danny Glover.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Exactly. Right? Give us more of those. I put Kill Bill on here too, Dean. So if you remember in Kill Bill, Beatrice Kiddo rescued her daughter. And if you remember, the very first victim of Beatrice Kiddo was her daughter witnessed her killing her mother, and she told her, when you grow up and you come find me, I'll be waiting for you. You could pick up that story there. Maybe it's Beatrice Kiddo with her daughter, and then the other girl comes back seeking revenge, right?
Kills Beatrice.
Something you could do with that.
She comes back, right? Finds her, kills Beatrice within the first 2 minutes.
That would be wild.
Now the story is the two daughters, something along, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Whatever story that rolls into.
Yeah.
So Uma Thurman's coming back.
Mentor, and she's behind the scenes, and it's the daughters fighting and stuff like that. I don't know. There's something you could do with that.
And Uma Thurman's daughter would be the perfect role to be her daughter.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, it looks like her for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, she's a real specific mixture of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. It's real bizarre. But who knew that if you combine Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke, it comes out looking like Data Plato.
Yeah.
Who knew?
That's right. That's right. And I put King Conan the Barbarian too, Dean. So at the very end of the original Conan the Barbarian, Arnold Schwarzenegger, it shows him. Of course, he's a young man. Of course, when he filmed the movie, but at the end of the movie, it shows him like an aged king sitting on the throne with like the gray beard. Obviously, Arnold Schwarzenegger is older now. I don't know if he could, but he could play an older Conan the Barbarian, more the king, and you could introduce other
That's
characters.
What you need to do, right? You need to pass the torch.
Yes.
To the next generation, and that's the idea of killing Uma Thurman. You wouldn't necessarily need to kill Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, but
no,
he wouldn't need to be doing the fighting.
No, he could have an offspring. You have a son or something he's going to carry on or something like that. So, yeah, just there's interesting storylines out there that could be done without feeling the pressure of having to reboot anything or whatever it is. Just pick it up and go with it. Why not? You know?
I like that.
Okay. Well, if there's other ideas that you have out there, what TV or movie series that ended would you like to see get picked back up again, like they are with Shrek, like they are with Beverly Hills Cop? Or you're like, nah, if it ended, let it end, and most of these that come back you don't find appealing at all. You know, certainly some people feel that way as well, but love to hear from you out there on social media, email, etc. Let us know.
See, I can't complain, because if you told me, a 10-year-old Dean, that in your 40s you're going to get to see Night Court and Quantum Leap one more time, 10-year-old Dean's a happy boy right now. So
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, I still haven't really watched that Night Court reboot.
It's good. If you like if you like the original, it is definitely has 100% the same feel. Like it's those jokes. You really, really appreciate John Larroquette, like how good he is. He's just, that dude's fucking TV royalty.
Very good. I need to pick that back up. All right.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, Dean, we're going to take another break and come back with our main segment that again that's right, ties to my shirt, or maybe you listen to the intro, or maybe you read the show description and it's not a surprise to you whatsoever. So whatever, we don't really give a fuck as long as you come back. 4, 3, 2.
We are back for segment 3. Thank you for sticking around. If you did, you get to hear the rest of the goddamn show, and it's free. What do you expect?
That's right,
Brian. I know that we said offline that I was going to do this, but our main event this week, it's been a while, but we kind of get into our Mount Rushmore of things. We're going to stray a little bit from that.
Yeah,
we just you proposed a really good question. Before we do it, I need to show this. This is good. If you don't mind, if you indulge me here, I need to show. Nora drew this picture, and I just want to take a chance and show her amazing drawing skills. It is I would say a monster building. All right.
Very good.
I just needed to get that in there.
Excellent.
See, that's what happened to my producer. She's doing work. She's doing the work.
That's right.
Okay, so Brian, why don't you give us the premise of this, and everybody, you can play along at home.
Sure. I mean, I'm not going to take credit for the question. I saw this on X. You can find a lot of interesting discussion, fun questions out there, and that's where we saw this one as well. And the question is that you have been murdered. What fictional character, who do you want to avenge you? This could be any fictional character from books, movies, TV, comic books, whatever. So it's wide open. Who do you want to avenge your death?
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yes.
I have one right off the bat that comes to mind.
Go ahead.
It's going to be the same answer as a question of the week. Alf. Alf is going to be. No. I think honestly should. I did want to ask if we could put a caveat. Should we both agree that John Wick is just the general answer everybody should have?
John Wick is definitely on my list.
Right?
Yes.
Like, I mean,
Right.
that seems like a given.
Mhm.
But first person came to my mind.
Mhm.
I'm trying to. This is what I get for not looking up the names. But Indigo Montoya from Princess Bride. You killed my father. Now prepare to die.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That dude went his whole life searching for that one guy who killed his father. His whole life, and then with his and developed expert swordsmanship on top of it, just for that one moment, and he succeeded. So, yes, thank you. Here we go. Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. I was right.
Mhm.
You killed my father. Not prepared to die. I have the magnet on my refrigerator.
So the determination
That's what a producer does.
Yeah. Very
That's
good.
right.
Very good. Yep. The show should give you a snack or anything, or
Give me a beer if I need, I guess.
no, that's a good one.
Yeah, Indigo Montoya, Princess Bride.
Well, I've already mentioned it. Wearing the shirt, I'll just say it. Frank Castle, the Punisher. So the Punisher, a lot of people know the character. You may or may not know the history. So, Frank Castle he was a retired badass Marine, just having a picnic lunch with his wife and children in Central Park, I think it was, and happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. His family got caught in a crossfire of like a mafia shootout or something like that. Killed his wife and family. He survived and decided that he was going to initiate a war on criminals. That the justice system wasn't working. The superheroes they don't do enough, and just decided that he's just going to. Not only did he go after and kill who was responsible for killing his family,
He killed
decided
everybody.
That's correct. It's just that's
No prejudice.
made him a very controversial character. And again, he's a normal guy. He's just a Marine that has the skill with marksmanship and so forth. He wound up teaming up with a guy that was helped him out with the weaponry and technology and that type of thing. But Frank Castle was that's his whole life now, is simply his war on crime. That's it. So different iterations of this, on the Daredevil series on Netflix. John, is it Bernthal? I think it is.
Bernthal, yeah. Who do you prefer?
He's very good.
He's really good. Very brooding.
He looks the part. The Punisher movie, the one with John Travolta and I can't think of his name right now. That version, let me get it real quick here. Tom Jane, that's who it was. I'm going to look it up here.
Thomas Jane. Yep.
Tom Jane played him in that movie years ago. Now, Tom Jane was very good too. He understood the character. He's just a very broken man, Frank Castle. But John Bernthal plays a great version of that. He's going to reprise the role in the Daredevil series coming out soon on Netflix. But the character himself, definitely give me Frank Castle to help avenge my death. Who else do you have, Dean?
All right. I'm going to go with, you know what? Clint Barton. As what was his alter ego when he was killing all the bad guys after the blip?
Ronin.
Clint Barton as Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those fight scenes, some of the sword fighting scenes with
Mhm.
Dude, that's a badass. I mean, he was like the ultimate assassin with a bow and arrow. Then you put a sword in his hand and he becomes a fucking ninja. Come
Yes.
on. And
That's a
they
good
didn't
one.
do anything. It was kind of like the same idea as Punisher is they were just bad guys who got his, to him got was coming to him because they didn't die and his family did.
Yep. Good one. I mentioned her already. The whole movie is based on Revenge, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Beatrix Kiddo, Give Me the Bride, Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
One of the most badass female characters, in my opinion, in cinema history, for my money.
Oh, yeah.
So she was left for dead, thought her baby was killed, took her baby, was in a coma. She was abused, sexually abused when she was in a coma, woke up and just was single. All she wanted to do is kill everybody who wronged her. That was what
And
the
she
movie
did.
was all about. And she certainly did. Just, give me Beatrix Kiddo as someone to avenge my death for sure. And she was successful.
And she went. It wasn't just the one-on-one. I mean, she left a line of bodies.
Absolutely.
Of other, again, coming back to the ninjas.
She was not
A
going to
lot
be
of ninjas
denied.
dead.
That's right. Not going to be denied to get all the way up to Bill and ultimately kill him for leaving her for dead.
Yep.
Who
All
else you thinking?
Well, I got Brian Mills.
Yes, on
Taken.
my list as well. Yes.
I mean, one of the most quotable, incredible, brief speeches in cinema. To the point, I mean, I've got a set of special skills. It makes it very bad for you people, like you. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's again, you messed with the wrong dude, and he showed him why.
Yeah, don't fuck with his daughter, man. That was it. To fuck with his daughter is like, nope, not having it. And they definitely paid the price for fucking with his daughter. And that was a movie where, if I recall correctly, that was like Liam Neeson in a whole different light. That was the first role where he was just a
Action
badass.
movie. Yep.
Yeah. Now they keep putting him in those type of roles and all that, and I don't know. Certainly, some are better than others, but you're right. In that first movie, in that initial role, when he had that, just his accent and the whole thing, that initial phone call where he has a unique set of skills or whatever.
Right.
That's like, woof. Yeah, I loved him in that role. Very good one. How about Dean? How it is?
Yeah,
now,
I'll avenge your death.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You were just. Oh, sorry.
I like that. Unless it's like too far, you got to walk too far or something.
Yeah. I have limits. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, one of our favorite movies.
Your killer is in arm's length. I might
right.
slap him.
That's right. I know this is one of both of our favorite movies, and it's a real person, but the portrayal of him in this movie was a real badass. Wyatt Earp, played by Kurt Russell.
Ooh,
and
good.
Tombstone.
Damn it, that's probably that wins.
Give me that version of Wyatt Earp with Kurt Russell, just like
and hell's coming with me. Just his anger and the spittle and the mustache. Just God bless him.
Yeah. Don't you fuck with his family? You
That's
killed
America's
his brother.
mustache right there.
That was yeah. I know we had an episode a while back with best mustaches. Kurt Russell was
we did do that.
Definitely on that list for sure. Probably several times. A few times over.
He gets his own mountain, I think.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I love that version of Wyatt.
Yep.
You can certainly argue Val Kilmer as well as Doc Holliday's up there,
sure.
But Kurt Russell in that role was determined he's going to kill every cowboy gang member, and that's it, and wipe them out.
You got a red sash, you're going down.
That's it. That's right.
See, we've been kind of going on these of like revenge movies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick somebody randomly here that wasn't part of Revenge, but I know that they would really,
Sure.
be able to take care of it. And
Absolutely.
I'm going the Mandalorian, whatever season 2, Mandalorian season 2 version of Luke Skywalker.
Oh, yes. Right.
Taking out all those droids when he was probably at his fucking peak of badassery that we've never got to see.
Yeah.
Besides that moment of just laying waste. Yeah. So yeah, Luke Skywalker's next on my list.
That's a great one. What a great scene that was too.
Yeah. The excitement. I had fucking tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
As soon as the ship was coming in and you realized who it was.
So the X-Wing coming in. Yeah.
You couldn't wipe that goddamn smile off our faces.
Oh,
so
man.
good.
Yeah. That's a great one. Yeah. Very good. How about Dean, the John Rambo?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Right. So now, of course, the first Rambo movie really was nothing to do with revenge, really badass.
No.
It was really
No,
not.
but again, we don't necessarily need to be about revenge movies. You just that dude could just run through and get the job done and find your killer and make him pay.
Now, certainly, they kind of developed the character further and had a whole series here where Rambo was his ultimate badass with a bow and arrow and weaponry and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
But definitely, and then the Sylvester Stallone in that era to have your death avenged by that head of hair he had at the time, which I'm sure was natural in the original in the 80s. I'm sure.
Sure.
That's you could have worse people certainly avenging your death than the beautifully coiffed, cut Sylvester Stallone, and just like an arrow, like right through. I don't even want the arrow like to instantly kill whoever killed. I want to pierce them and incapacitate them to allow John Rambo to come up and do some type of horrific death to whoever killed me.
Yeah,
you know?
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, with you going Sylvester Stallone, now I'm thinking to myself, I've got to pick Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sure.
But who do you go with? I mean, there's so many options to go from. But I have one scene.
Go ahead.
I have one scene in a movie that stuck out with me as a kid of being one of the most brutal death scenes, but like just and I don't remember honestly a lot of the movie in general, except that end death scene in Commando.
Yeah.
With the pipe through the guy. And that dude was, first of all, what? Can we give that guy his flowers? I don't know who that dude was. I'm going to look it up. That dude is a bad guy.
A lot of movies.
A lot of 80s movies. Like, he played the perfect fucking bad guy.
He was I think he was in Mad Max, Dean. He was in Mad Max. He was in Weird Science, where he sort of reprised that weird type Mad Max.
That's
role.
right. That's right.
He was the guy at the end of the movie. Yeah.
Bennett. His name was Bennett in the movie. That's right. The actor named Vernon Wells. Vernon Wells, from Commando to Frost to Mad Max, Weird Science. Yeah, I know we got off the idea of getting it, but let's give Vernon Wells his fucking flowers of like being. Actually, you know what? There's an episode for us. Best 80s bad guys.
I like that. Oh, that's maybe a good one.
We could workshop the details, but bad guys.
Yeah, actors that played bad guys. We did our favorite villains. Maybe the actors who played them. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go. John Matrix was his name in Commando.
Yeah, that's great. By the way, as a sidebar, there's a video out there you can find. It's like the end of Commando. Has like it kind of reprised all the characters. You know what? Never mind. That's Predator. I'm way off. So forget it. Forget I just said that.
You talking about the '80s music?
Predator.
Yeah, I just watched that the other day. How
Predator.
fucking great was that?
Although that's a good version of Schwarzenegger. It would be good to avenge your death. But you know what? I'll give you Schwarzenegger. I mentioned earlier here too. His Conan the Barbarian. Again, that movie. That's what that movie was. He was a kid. He was taken prisoner. He saw his parents murdered. His village, everybody in this whole village killed, and he was taken prisoner. And he was just on that wheel, that pressing the wheel. And the movie progressed and showed him as a kid growing up, pushing that wheel, pushing. They got strong and grew up into Arnold Schwarzenegger. They made him the barbarian and all that stuff. He eventually got loose. And they set him free, and he just went on to avenge his village's death. So yeah, give me Conan the Barbarian, played by Schwarzenegger, as one to avenge my death for sure. The whole beheading with a sword, that's fantastic.
All right, so I'm going to go the easy route.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a better vengeful than the Batman?
Great one. Yes.
That dude, I mean, it turned him into justice.
That's right.
I mean, cap off a couple of guys' parents, and he becomes the knight. Come on.
That's a great one, man. Yeah, just right. Just not killing anybody, but certainly beat the crap out of you, and it will come after you.
They say that, but like some of these like falls and stuff, somebody had to have died ultimately. You know what I mean? So something, an infection set in because he broke their arm, and they didn't have great health care in Gotham. So I have to assume somebody died some way somehow. So I don't buy the whole not killing thing.
Well, certainly the Michael Keaton version, he did kill a couple of people, including the Joker, of course, where he knocked him through the tower there. But yeah.
And since he's the best Batman, that's what I'm going to go on.
Yep. That's a good one. Yep. I said knocked through the tower. It's like he pulled him off the helicopter. That's how he killed him. But anyway.
Right.
One of Nick's favorite movies. We'll honor Nick here. Started out in the comics, and they're going to reboot the movie, The Crow. The Crow came back literally from the dead, was brought back, and his whole existence was to avenge the death of himself and his wife. Brutally. Great Brandon Lee, of course, played the role originally. There was a Crow 2, which I don't even remember seeing. And the new one's going to be coming out with Bill Skarsgård. It looks good in what I've seen. Yeah. So I think it'll be interesting. But yeah, the Crow, that's all that character is vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, once you get into the supernatural type situation, I mean, if this dude can come back and if Spike can bring him back from the dead to kill people, yeah, I want that dude to do it. That makes sense.
Absolutely. Unstoppable.
Okay, I'm going to put somebody on this list that you would never think about putting on the list. I don't know even if you remember this movie. If you did, God bless you. And if you're listening and you remember this movie, God bless you. I want my death to be avenged by the Wraith. Is that crickets? Because it was in the 1986 B movie with Charlie Sheen. He was killed by a gang, and he comes back from the dead as a alien ghost demon car thing. They never explain what he is, but like he's in a suit or whatever, like a biker helmet or whatever, but he drives this badass car that explodes and runs people over. They shoot it, and it's indestructible because Charlie Sheen's dead ultimately because the gang killed him. But he mauls through the gang of people like Jamie Bozian, which that guy we will talk about when we do our actors playing great bad guys.
Mhm.
Randy Quaid's in it. Let's see, but yeah, Christopher Bradley, David Schwimmer. Yeah, Charlie Sheen. It was one of those that I remember distinctly. The very first time I saw it was on Big Chuck and Little John. It was one of those movies.
Oh man.
But it was, as a kid, I watched it so many times. But he was a ghost car that avenged his own death, and murdered all of the gang members who happened to do it.
Wow.
The Wraith. That's right. I got the Wraith on a fucking list.
Man. Boy.
I am. I can stop the podcast. I'm fucking happy, man.
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning. I am. That's my list. That's what I can't go any further than the fucking Wraith. I put Charlie Sheen on my list of heroes.
Yeah, we're fairly certain Charlie Sheen is a regular listener of this very podcast.
That's right.
I'm sure he'll love to hear that you are a fan of his work, The Wraith.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to see that now. Maybe it's a good bad.
That's a good outside. That's a good outside movie.
Yeah, that's very good. I like it. I don't know. I just had a couple. I had just a couple more here. The Dirty Harry. Excuse me, Dirty Harry.
Ooh, yep, Dirty Harry's a good one.
Yeah, yep. Clint Eastwood, Harry Callahan is the cop. It's just vengeful cop. Go ahead and make my day. Take out your killer with a 45 Magnum. That's pretty good.
Let's not even. You got to suspend disbelief of the idea that this police officer's allowed to carry this sidearm, which by no means, I don't care what decade you're in, they're not going to issue or let you carry on person that giant fucking hand cannon. So
yeah, not going to happen, and he would have been immediately taken off the force and probably in jail.
Yes,
for his tactics and everything else, but
what he did was technically murder. I mean,
that's right.
If you're getting to the nuts and bolts of it, Dirty Harry murdered people.
It worked well in the late 70s and the 80s.
Sure, yeah.
And Clint Eastwood again in the role of the man with no name, the old westerns he did with. The Good, Bad, the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More was the trilogy of the man
the spaghetti westerns. The spaghetti westerns.
Correct. Just in that role, he was just a total. Actually, Clint Eastwood had a few roles in westerns where he was a vengeful. Unforgiven was another one with Morgan Freeman. Was a very good movie as well.
Yes.
He came back. So, how about that? Just in general, give me Clint Eastwood. Yeah,
let's just say Clint Eastwood.
In a western movie, is a gunslinger, will come back and fucking blow your ass away. Quickly.
I appreciate that, but I would allow you to just go Clint Eastwood. Look at just some of the other. Do you remember what was it? Heartbreak Ridge.
Sure.
He was the drill instructor. Like he's been a badass and everything. Like Bridges over Madison County. I'll let that dude avenge my death. Sure, why not?
Sure. Yeah, we just talked about the one with the car. The car was anyway.
El Camino.
Yes, I think that was it. El Camino.
Okay. I didn't see that movie.
It's not El Camino, but it's named after a car. But it's a very good movie where he comes. Didn't he play
the old racist?
Yes.
Or am I thinking of a different movie?
No, that was it.
Okay, so he played himself at the end.
Gran Torino.
That's like a video game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, Gran Torino, Dean. That was it. The movie was named after the car, so that's what it was here. But they were this gang was bothering his neighbors in the movie, and he kind of turned it around and realized that people were people, and he befriended them and wound up avenging something that happens in the movie. Very, very good. So you're right. Clint Eastwood in general. I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Any others come to mind, sir?
No, but I think I think I've served my purpose here with the Wraith.
It's hard to top the Wraith.
It is.
It's hard to top the Wraith.
You're gonna love it so much when we watch it in the backyard.
Yeah. Well, Dean, it's hard to top the Wraith. One thing that may top the Wraith movie is an electric bike from our friends at RPM Bike Shop. You could ride an electric bike
Mm-hmm.
to avenge your death.
Ooh,
that's pretty
like
good.
that.
You got to keep the energy.
Yeah.
You don't have all that pedaling, that walking.
Hey, your feet, your legs aren't going to be tired.
Exactly. Right. So I picture like Clint Eastwood in the Old West riding an electric bike with a 6-shooter. Something like that. So we'll
Sure.
Whatever you want. But look our friends up on Facebook, RPM Bike Shop, or give them a call, 330-808-7792. Take your revenge out on using too much energy to take a long, nice bike ride. Find them on Facebook and social media.
See, and I do want to apologize for talking about the Wraith so much on this episode, but Brian, I can't help it. When you see a movie like that as a child, it gets tattooed into your brain.
That's right.
And what better way to celebrate something that's tattooed on your brain than tattooing it on your body? Go to Golden Heart Tattoos in Norton. Or that's how you're going to find them on Facebook, but they're now in Wadsworth. And call these guys, set up an appointment, and get Charlie Sheen's face or the Wraith car itself tattooed on your body, because once you see the movie, it's going to be tattooed on your brain. Guys, give them a call at 234-706-2982. That is 234-706-2982. And when they do, they're in the process of changing the name since the move and such. We will let you know of all the changes and names and such when we get that info. But until then, call them, set up an appointment, get yourself a badass tattoo. Yeah, that's about it, right?
That's it. Very good, sir.
Think we solved the world's problems.
As usual. All right, so we're going to remind everybody out there, Dean, find us wherever you listen to podcasts. Find us on our YouTube channel. Find us on our Linktree page, Linktree Convincing Idiots. Find us on our website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. Hope to see you next week. And have we convinced you that Clint Eastwood should avenge your untimely death? Made my day.
Hey, did you like that video? You know you did, and we know you did. So stop screwing around and go like that video, subscribe to our channel, and join us for some more.
Ham gravy.
Or if you listen to podcasts, watch us at our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you there. I like that. Yeah, Rafe. I don't know if I like that or not. I hope to see you there. I like that tagline we did before.
I like I liked where you're going with that about avenging or whatnot. You can play with something on that.
Yeah. Okay. Is it okay, or should I redo it? I like to be stupid with us.
It is okay.
You know, we used that. We stumbled across. You said something like that. Where it's like, come be stupid with us. Should we use that more often or no?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Okay. So instead of saying hope to see you there, come be stupid with us. Feel stupid with us. That's what it was. Feel stupid with us.
Yeah.
No?
I like it. No, I like it.
Okay. All right. One more time. Go ahead.
Come be. I'm trying to think of like what sound.